Hey guys, my name is Mysca and welcome to Overwatch Central. We're doing another high quality tier list video today and we're going to be taking a look at the next likely heroes. Who's coming next or who is coming next, maybe not at Blizzcon, but after that. And with me I've got Ryan to figure this out.
I feel like with something like in the past we've kind of just picked up random ones. For this I feel the better thing to do is to start from least likely to most likely, because I feel like it helps us work out really who like the top three are most likely. We do have a question mark in here, which means a hero that nobody's expecting, kind of like Ashe, kind of like Baptiste to an extent, Sigma. It seems to be a current trend. I think that's S tier. I think that's always got to be S tier because Blizzard are like, oh, you guys like to speculate? We'll just give you a completely brand new hero to sort of ruin the fun and make some Overwatch YouTubers look like they're just fishing for speculation. So,
wait, do you want to begin with that?
I think so. That's always going to be an S tier.
Okay.
Somebody random is always going to be S tier. And now we're left with, I'd say, the least likely. Do you want to go through some of the options that we have here, just in case some people don't recognize?
Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of characters that you kind of get reminded of, like, oh yeah, they're a thing. Okay, I want to talk about, I don't even remember the name of this guy. Maybe I'll put it on screen if I remember. But maybe you can look it up, actually.
Links.
Yeah, Lynx, yeah, some numbers as well, right? Lynx 7 or something like that. Yeah, I don't think he's like too likely, but I would be surprised if we don't get more Omic heroes, because that's something that people have been screaming about for a while. It just seems kind of likely, right? Like Orisa was the second hero or third hero that came out? Yeah, third. It was Ana, Sombra, Orisa, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not misremembering.
I was just going to say in terms of representation, like you have like the sort of POC female character which hasn't been out yet. So like for Sojourn, I think that sort of puts her maybe up there to an extent. But like I said,
I think Sojourn is pretty likely as well though, because she's been in Storm Rising recently, and I mean with a lot of people speculating about, and it seems pretty likely, the pieces are definitely there, that Blizzard are trying to connect the story back up and continue something, right? Like setting up for something. I feel like the Sojourn bet is pretty good as well. I'm gonna throw Lynx though. I want to throw him into like a sort of C tier or D tier maybe.
I think he's less. I think realistically, if you're looking at like 5 heroes that we're likely to see, he is nowhere near that list. So I think, whilst I'd like to see him, if this was a list of who I'd like to see, then he'd be up there because I think he's pretty cool. But likely to see, no, I don't really think we're going to see him at BlizzCon or in the next year or so, unless they put out like 6 different heroes.
Okay, should we compromise for D tier then, since it seems like you want to go E tier?
For now, yeah. Once we get context to the other ones, I think we've got it.
Okay, let's pick up a new one. You pick one, or do you want to just do Sojourn actually? Now.
No, because I think Sojourn is one of the sort of higher up ones. Can we just take the Punch Kid and put him at F tier? Like, can we just get that out of the way?
Okay,
just get that little shit out of here.
Yeah, please.
Who else is definitely not likely to be?
I had to put him on the list though because people love this guy. Like
Antonio, I think Antonio is like an E, considering he's probably dead. Never mind being a new hero. He's like not alive anymore, so I think that makes it less likely for him to be a hero. But
I remember when he died though.
This is Overwatch, everybody gets revived.
Yeah, like a lot of people were talking about like how the death didn't seem like an obvious death and you never saw the body and things like that. But we can throw him into E tier for now. I'm almost leaning more towards D tier just because he has like a full character model, you know?
That's true. And you also have like the Talon suit at the bottom.
Should we swap Lynx and Antonio?
Yeah, I think so. This is what I mean. Okay. Like, I think if you start with the lesser likely ones, then it gives you better context to who's actually a contender for being a new hero. I'd put the suit next to Antonio, the one that's below Maximilian, because if I was to guess, that would be Antonio's suit. That's kind of the theory that went around. Like,
yeah, so obviously, like, a lot of this is kind of like, I remember this is the one we're talking about, right?
Yep.
This is the, like, Talon tank thing we saw this was before Moira was out, I think, right?
Or was it was Moira's origin trailer that this was
yeah, it was Moira's origin. Yeah, exactly. So this was, quite a while back as well. But still, we'll see. Maybe this, okay, so do you want to put it in, here? Or where did you want to go with
I think so, yeah. I think...
Yeah.
It's likely that it's used for another hero.
Yeah, I think the Antonio thing kind of makes sense. Wait, had Retribution actually come out at that point?
That was Retribution.
No, but Retribution is in the past. Because I don't remember Moira in that room where they're sitting in the room with the with this picture. Like, she's wearing her actual Talon suit. And Reaper's there, and Maximilian are there, and Doomfist are there. So that must be, like, you know, when they've regathered Talon quite a bit.
Right, so yeah, that was obviously after Retribution.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Moira
So
was still
it could
in
be that, like,
Blackwatch.
they got Antonio back, and then, you know, this is like the way. It's kind of like Genji, you know, where Genji's got a suit to keep him together.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's like life support.
I can imagine it would be kind of like that. All right, anyway, let's stop speculating about that and move on to the next character. Let's pick one that maybe people don't know, or at least we
The Vishka guy.
Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, a lot of people are probably like, who's this dude? Like, yeah,
so much detail has been put into his face. Clearly, that Blizzard has spent time on him.
Yeah, so he's actually in that picture as well that we were just talking about. The one with Moira at the table and everyone, all the Talon people gathered. This is wait, what was his name again? I've already forgotten. It's Symmetra's boss. It's something like Corporal. Is his name.
What you also got to bear in mind is whatever this new hero would be at BlizzCon, they would have a cinematic of sorts. So I think whilst that spells a lot more for like maybe Morga and certainly Echo,
I feel like he could be in a cinematic, but not the actual hero.
Right.
That's
I think he's D tier.
Okay.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
there's
with you on
possibility, but
maybe even E tier. But either way, it's somewhere around there for sure. Do you want to get Mama Hong out of the way into S tier?
Yeah, S tier. Yeah, like even if I didn't think it was S tier, I don't want dislikes on my video based on.
Yeah, exactly. Based on Mama Hong squad, we know that they're there, watching, waiting to to punish content creators if you don't appreciate Mama Hong.
Let's bust out a few other
right.
ones. I don't think Noid's going to be a hero anytime soon. I think he's
I don't
E
think.
/ F
Oh
tier.
yeah, let's remind people who this guy is though. This is from the Manga Baptiste comic as well, but he's been, I think, mentioned before that, right, in the Baptiste teaser in the text. Yeah, either way, he's like a Talon operative of some sort, not like a direct, like, sort of hero,
like
soldier,
logistical,
leader.
yeah. D tier. He's D tier to E tier, like sort of in that area.
I mean, I guess he's just like a dude in a cubicle.
Yeah. Of all of the other people to make a hero around.
I mean, yeah, he's not completely off the radar. Then again, being completely off the radar might be better. All right. Wait, actually, who have we had that's not been completely off the radar? So we've had Ana, who was not completely off the radar as a character. Doomfist, definitely.
Brigitte to an extent.
Yeah, Brigitte, yeah, to some degree. Who else, really? I mean, that's maybe even it. I mean, Moira, they want to say, just because she was in the background of, like a month or two before Moira was out, there was, I think maybe it was the Masquerade comic or something. She was, like, sitting by a table in the background, something like that. And people were like, Blizzard said, like, oh, people normally scour our comics and find everything, but this time they didn't. It's like, yeah, but it's just a random person in the background. And he didn't even have detail then, so. Do you want to move on to, or get back to Sojourn? Do you want to move on to maybe someone like Junker Queen? Actually, ooh, it's pretty likely too. Do you want to get this guy out of the way?
There's a lot of likely people that I just want to sort of get rid of first. Soundquake, I think, is like an E. I think they would have done him by now.
Yeah, I feel like they would have done him by now as well.
Jetpack Cat, unfortunately, is an F. I think just off the like logistical fact that people hated Wrecking Ball, like Overwatch devs when they were working on him, that I think that would have just been sort of like the last straw.
Wait, haven't they said that Jetpack Cat, they won't make Jetpack Cat? Haven't they said that at some point?
I think that pretty much sort of makes it F tier, that they're never going to do that. So
okay, well, let's put it into F tier either way. But I mean, yeah.
We've got Emre, or what we think is like meant to be Emre, who's another member of Overwatch, which again,
he was mentioned in the White Dove mission, Turkish hero, or something. Like, we don't really know anything about the character, but this is who a lot of people thought he would be, because he had been with Overwatch for a long time, and this is one of the early pictures. So,
see, I think he's C tier. I think it's a case of if they wanted to add more like Overwatch lore and backstory, he would be a good option.
OG Overwatch, you know, like very much like the original squad. Then they could bring him in.
I think we've sort of got down to our like Hakim. We should probably like move down as well.
We should probably
I think we'll
well.
see him in the future. Like, it doesn't make any sense why they just leave a name out there. But granted, they're doing a lot more stuff with the lore. But I think it's like an E, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like,
so Hakim is meant to be some sort of, not really like warlord, but more like some sort of powerful person living in the area of Temple of Anubis that's got a lot of influence and power over some of the like bounty hunters or whatever you want to call around, like soldiers looking for posters, wanted posters on a wall, like a bunch of them, and Ana is on that wall, and then someone says that Hakim is willing to like pay a lot for this person right here, and points at Ana. I guess it's to some degree it's just another name, kind of like some of the Talon names we've heard, you know, like mentioned.
Could be like Noyan. Like I think a lot of people sort of said that Noyan
Yeah.
could be a hero, and then when people actually saw him, it was like, oh yeah, probably not then. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let's move towards the E tier. All right, we got quite a few very exciting, likely characters left. So let's look at what we. I mean, do you want to look at like? I mean, Maximilian.
Diva's friend, I think, is
Okay.
the one that doesn't fit with the others. So probably D tier, if I'm
Yeah.
honest. Like I think there's
You
a lot you
think?
could do with him because you know he's mecha, so you could make another like mech hero that's a bit different to Diva.
I almost feel like it would be more C tier though, because it like if I compare it to Symmetra's boss, I feel like because he has a model already, and there have been some people that said that they want the character, I feel like he's more likely.
Around there
Alright,
at least. More
Should we
likely
leave him
than
in C tier
Sonya.
for now?
Yeah, I think so.
See, and then we'll see depending on the other one. All right, let's get into the real meat of it here. The real, actual, very likely characters, I guess you could say. I'm not sure which one of these are actually least likely. This is really hard. I guess Max probably.
I'd say Predator Bot.
Predator Bot, you think? Because they want to save it.
I don't think that he's realistically going to be used for
Okay,
much
wait.
more
Can
than,
I
like,
can I just mention this? Isn't it fairly not? I wouldn't say obvious, but more like likely that this dude is null sector.
definitely a null sector leader, but I also feel like it doesn't make any sense why he would not have, or they would have no connection to any other character, you know? Like, oh yeah, I am just Predator Bot, I'm my own person, look at me. When it could be like, I don't know, like fucking Maximilian Son or something. Like
Maybe it's like
I think when
Zenyatta's old master who gave up the iris and all that.
Bad Mondata or something.
Yeah.
I think Mondata happened afterwards, so...
Well, yeah, but well, I mean, maybe Mondata had been around, you know, and they knew each other, but they went on like different paths, and that's how he's kind of connected to the universe.
Right.
I
It's
could-
like,
I
if you're
could see
looking
that.
at it from a story perspective, it's like Morga, where he is a new character, but he instantly is tied to Baptiste. So he's involved in that universe already
Yeah.
somewhat. Sigma's a little bit different, but as they say
Right.
about Sigma, they just sort of had to make a character because the pieces didn't fit Morga. So I think whoever this sort of Predator Bot is, I'd say it's likely, but we need to know a bit more lore about him or them to sort of know how they connect to the story, because more often than not, they need to be connected somehow.
B tier?
Yeah. I'd say Junker Queen is also pretty low, if I'm being honest.
Really?
If
I
we're
don't
looking
know.
at the other four that we have down, they would have done it already if they wanted to.
I think Max is below Junker Queen, to be honest.
I'd say they're about the same. I'd say all three. I'd say both of them are B tier.
I could agree with that. That's fair.
Generally, I feel that Morga and Echo are on a completely different level. I'd say Sojourn is on that level too. I would like to see Sojourn because
I think Sojourn's pretty likely, don't you think?
I think all of B
It's
tier are
such a-
likely, but Morga and Echo were above everybody else. Even like Mama Hong, they're like SS tier. Like I would
I mean,
physically
I don't-
bet money on Echo. Like Echo is by far like, because I think of Echo being this sort of new hero in Overwatch, but also a key integral part to whatever Overwatch 2 ends up being. We've spoken about this before, so I'll keep it short. But whether it's like an in-game expansion of story stuff, like people have been saying, or a new game entirely, I think Echo is going to be. She's already been used as a story plot point, like almost like a sort of MacGyver of, oh, this person is very important.
Yeah,
so I feel like
definitely.
that's a lead up. Like the whole idea of Echo being introduced into the story is a lead up to what's
Yes.
next. What is next in the story? Overwatch 2, whatever else. So I feel like that's a BlizzCon announcement, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I feel like they could definitely make Sojourn that type of character too, you know? Like, they just have to give... Because at the end of the day, we don't actually know what Echo's backstory is with Overwatch, other than that Echo's been heavily involved with Overwatch in some way, and they know, like, how powerful whatever Echo is or can do, or whatever they are. Like, there's the past connection with Overwatch, and the, like, emphasis of importance and prior involvement, right? Other than that, both of the characters kind of have the same... You know, we kind of have the same level of knowledge about them, maybe even more about Sojourn, right? Like, because I was gonna say that Echo and Sojourn are more on the same level than Morga, Because the thing about Morga to me is that I see this kind of like unlikely that they would do another tank, and Morga is like definitely a tank, right?
What do you mean?
And
He looks like a support, like a very squishy.
Uh-huh.
I guess I know what you mean. Like, I would like to see Sojourn being a poster child almost of what Overwatch 2 is.
Exactly.
Both from like representation's sake. I know not everybody cares about that, but I also think like they're involved in the Overwatch story in the past, have been gone. What have they been doing? Kind of like a bit like Eris Morn in Shadowkeep, a little bit, but
I feel like it's just a little bit easier to make a really cool introductory, like, staple poster, like you said, poster child type of character of Sojourn rather than Echo, because at the end of the day, Echo is a little bit expressionless, you know, like a little bit sort of generally just, yeah, I'm a powerful robot.
yeah, I actually agree there. Like, if I was to see the books out of Overwatch 2, out of the two of Echo and Sojourn, if I had to pick, Sojourn would be on the box art.
Yeah,
sure.
like, I think Sojourn's pretty badass, or at least, you know, from what we've seen and heard, and, you know, from the look of the character. So
I still think Echo as a new hero is still, like, S tier, I feel, but I feel like you've argued why Sojourn is also, like, an unlikely
I want to put
character.
Sojourn into S tier, at least.
Yeah. I think it's a very like interesting one that it might catch people off, but I think we've explained ourselves why Sojourn could be a key target or key character. I also think, yeah, like you said, Morga wasn't introduced. 2 tanks in a row seems a bit much. We know that they're working on Morga, so he's likely to be hero 33. So we'll see him in March. So I'd say he's A tier.
Yeah, I think March is a really good shout, actually. Let's put him into A tier, yeah. Okay, Echo, though. I'm honestly not sure. Like,
I think she's S tier. I think she has to be.
Yeah, I think so as well, right?
Because as well, like, after every single hero was announced, everybody would ask, is Echo the next hero? And Jeff Kaplan would be like, no, she's not the next hero. And then we'd go and make a video on that.
And it's been like that for
They haven't said that this time.
Yeah, and that's how Doomfist was even put into being released when it was released, you know, because of, like, people wanting it so bad for, like, a year. And this is kind of the same thing. So let's put her into S tier, or I guess, into S tier. Alright. I guess this is the list. Is there anything we want to reshuffle?
I don't think so. I think once you get below D tier, you can't really tier them. It's just not very likely for all of them.
Do you see Max as a hero still? I still don't have a very hard time.
I do. I think I'd like to see him. Like,
what would be
somehow.
Max's ultimate? He does your, you know, accounts for the year, files your taxes. Is that his ult?
Well, he just depletes your economy, your ult economy. Imagine if you could take away ult charge. It'd be horrible. It's such a horrible idea for ability.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a shit ultimate. Don't do that. Okay, cool. Well, I guess that's it. A bunch of heroes. Who's the next likely hero? I mean, let us know what you think in the comments, I guess. Mama Hong Squad represent. I think that's everything. Like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you loved it. Alright, anything you wanna say?
Much like you said, Mama Hong Squad represent, and I'm excited to see how they're introduced. I've seen a few people want to see a couple of heroes at Blizzcon. I really don't think that's happening. Maybe we'll do another video on that, just what else to expect other than a new hero, but we'll see.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe something will leak, or maybe we'll just, you know, kind of get a better idea of what's going on. Some very cryptic dev comments, that definitely can happen. Alright, anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.